The day you stop chasing them, they start chasing you. Stoicism. Have you ever noticed something strange? The more you chase someone, the further they seem to pull away. You text first. You make the effort. You keep the conversation alive. You try to prove your value. And yet somehow, they act less interested than ever. Why? Because human nature works in a way most people don't understand. People rarely appreciate what comes easily. What they earn, they value. What they fear losing, they protect. What is always available, they often take for granted. The Stoics understood this centuries ago. They knew that desperation weakens your position while self-respect strengthens it. The moment you stop chasing, everything changes. The dynamic shifts. The person who barely noticed your efforts suddenly notices your absence. The one who ignored your messages starts wondering why you're silent. And the person who thought they had unlimited access to you begins to fear losing you. Today we're going to explore the 9 powerful things that happen when you stop chasing people. Make sure you stay until the end, because the final stage is the one that changes your life forever. Let's begin. Number 1. They notice the change immediately. Most people think their absence won't matter. They're wrong. The first thing that happens when you stop chasing is simple. People notice. Maybe not instantly, maybe not within the first hour, but eventually they realize something feels different. The usual message doesn't arrive. The usual call never comes. The person who always checked in has suddenly become silent. At first they tell themselves it's nothing. They're busy. You're busy. No big deal. But as the pattern continues, a strange feeling begins to grow inside them. Confusion. Because human beings become comfortable with routines. And whether they admitted it or not, you had become part of theirs. Your attention became predictable. Your effort became expected. Your presence became normal. The moment that pattern disappears, their mind starts searching for an explanation. This is where most people make a mistake. They stop chasing for a day, then return because they're afraid of losing the connection. But true change only happens when your silence is genuine, not as a tactic, not as a game, but because you finally decided your value doesn't depend on someone else's attention. And that decision is powerful. Because when people realize you are no longer chasing, they are forced to face a reality they never considered before. You might actually leave. And that possibility changes everything. Number 2. They start questioning their position. Once the initial confusion appears, something deeper begins. They start questioning their position in your life. For a long time, they felt secure, maybe too secure. They assumed you would always be there, always available, always waiting, always willing to make the next move. But now, they're not so sure, and uncertainty creates discomfort. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once taught that people suffer not because of events themselves, but because of the meaning they assign to those events. Your silence becomes an event, and suddenly they begin assigning meaning to it. Are you upset? Have you moved on? Did you finally realize your worth? Did someone else enter your life? Questions begin multiplying inside their mind, and every unanswered question makes you more significant in their thoughts. Ironically, when you were constantly available, they rarely wondered about you. Now that you're gone, they can't stop wondering. That's how human psychology works. Scarcity creates attention. What becomes less available often becomes more valuable. And for the first time, they begin realizing that your attention was never guaranteed. It was a gift, one they may have taken for granted.